Dear students, this is in continuation with the explanation of the galvanic cell. As we talked about, it consists of two half cells. One is the oxidation electrode, other one is the reduction electrode. Oxidation electrode in case of the galvanic cell, as we talked about, was zinc electrode, and the reduction electrode was copper electrode. As per convention, anode is always taken on the left hand side. Anode is always taken on the left hand side in the assembly of two half cells. And if we have to find out the overall cell potential, that is represented as E cell, it is equal to E right, that is electrode potential of the right hand side electrode, minus E left, electrode potential of the left hand side electrode. Right hand side electrode, as just now we mentioned, is cathode. So E cathode minus E anode. So the values of E cathode and E anode, they can be taken directly from the literature, as these electrode potentials further are called as standard electrode potentials when the concentration of all the active species, the participating species, is unity, that is 1m. Now if we take this copper and zinc electrode, in the combination of that, zinc is taken as anode and copper is taken as cathode. So this is for that explanation. Another example we are taking here, in which we are taking two different electrodes, copper and silver. We can write the chemical equation as this. So this is called as a cell reaction. We can make out from the cell reaction itself which one is getting oxidized, which one is getting reduced. Copper, as you see in this case, is getting oxidized by the loss of 2 electrons. Silver ions, these are getting reduced to silver solid by accepting 2 electrons. That's why 2Ag plus is written. This 2Ag plus will be written in order to balance the number of electrons transferred on both the sides. Half cell reactions, for this cell reaction or this assembly of the electrodes, can be written as, for cathode, what will be cathode? Cathode will be silver cathode, because which is getting reduced will be cathode. For silver cathode, the half cell reaction will be 2Ag plus. How many electrons are accepted? 2 electrons are accepted, and it is getting reduced to silver solid. Anode is the one which gets oxidized. Copper is getting oxidized in this. So copper electrode reaction will be copper getting oxidized to copper ions by the loss of 2 electrons. Now comes the cell representation. We can represent the cell also by in the form of a equation like this. Cell representation, we need not to draw the diagram again and again. We can just make out from this cell representation which one is acting as anode, which one is acting as cathode. Whatever is taken as anode is always written on the left hand side. It is taken also in the left hand side and also written on the left hand side. So in this combination of copper and silver, copper acted as anode, so copper is written first. As we know, copper solid would have been in contact of the copper ions, and these copper ions through the salt bridge are in contact with the silver ions, which is further in contact with the silver solid. Or you can understand like this, like these are the two half cells, anode taken on the left hand side, in which you would have taken the copper rod, here you would have taken the silver rod. These would have been connected by the salt bridge, and these externally are connected through the wire, and voltmeter or ammeter is also being put in order to check the flow of the electric current. So whatever is written on the left hand side, we will go stepwise. Electrolytic solutions are also there in these half cells. As this is copper, this is in contact with the copper ions, and in this cell we have taken silver ion solution, and the rod is also silver rod. We are representing it now. Copper in contact with the copper ions. These copper ions are in contact internally through the salt bridge with silver ions, and these silver ions at the interface are in contact with the silver solid. So this is the way we can represent the cell. Anode solid in contact with its own ionic solution, connected internally through the salt bridge to another ionic solution, and that ionic solution is also in contact with the metal solid. Now E naught cell, for this will be written as we talked about, E cell E cell is equal to E right minus E left. So if the concentration of all the species is unity, we can convert it to E naught cell. We can represent it as E naught cell standard electrode potential, that is equal to standard electrode potential of cathode minus standard electrode potential of anode. The question arises now. These values are already written in the literature. We can get the values directly from the literature. As we know, in the case of zinc and copper electrode combinations, the zinc ions and the copper solid and the copper ions electrodes, the values are already given. E naught cell can be calculated. What will it be? It will be E naught cathode minus E naught anode. E naught cathode would have been what? What is acting as cathode in this? Copper was acting as cathode. So E naught copper is plus 0.34 volt. The value taken from the standard electrode potential series, minus E naught anode. Anode is zinc. The value is minus 0.76. And how much do we get? We get 1.10 volt. The potential difference, the potential is expressed in the unit volt. Now, we got these values from this, but how do we measure the electrode potential of a single electrode? Any single electrode. From where do we get these values? How do we measure these values? So for that, for any measurement, as you have come to know by now, we take a reference electrode, we take any reference substance, and with respect to that we measure the other one. That reference electrode here is standard hydrogen electrode. It is hydrogen electrode. You must be thinking hydrogen is a gas. How is it behaving like an electrode? Let us see. The structure of this standard hydrogen electrode is, this is a platinum electrode, platinum wire. That is, this is a platinum electrode that is coated with finely divided platinum. This is the space where hydrogen gas is bubbled at 1 bar pressure, and this setup, this electrode is immersed in the ionic solution H+, that is 1m HCl solution. This is acting as standard hydrogen electrode. This electrode, the standard electrode potential for this electrode is 0, and it is, as per convention, always taken as anode. How do we represent this standard hydrogen electrode? Platinum solid. This platinum solid, it is in contact with what? It is in contact with the hydrogen gas. At what pressure it is being bubbled? At 1 bar pressure. We have written here 1 bar. Then where it is in contact with? It is in contact with the H+ ions. It is in contact with the electrolyte H+ ions. Aqueous, 1m is the concentration of hydrogen ions. Now this part is the representation of the standard hydrogen electrode. The question arises, what is the role of this platinum here? The platinum electrode we have taken, actually this is the platinum electrode on which the hydrogen gas has been bubbled. Platinum is an inert electrode, inert, that does not get involved in any chemical reaction, but it provides surface to the hydrogen gas for the reaction. It provides surface. The role of platinum electrode is to provide surface to hydrogen gas for the reaction. So this hydrogen electrode, the standard hydrogen electrode, which has this E naught value 0, is as per convention taken as anode. And it is, so it will be taken as anode means it will be taken on the left hand side. So this is standard hydrogen electrode, and it is combined with the metal electrode whose electrode potential is to be determined. So this is taken on the left hand side and this is taken on the right hand side. Now in order to find out the electrode potential of any electrode, what we do? We take E naught cathode minus E naught anode. Now what is anode? E naught anode, as we have taken standard hydrogen electrode as anode, this value is 0. So we put the values. E naught cell, that is made by the combination of standard hydrogen electrode and metal electrode. What is this? What is the right hand side electrode? E naught metal, that is Mn plus in contact with M, minus E naught hydrogen electrode. Hydrogen electrode, we are saying that H plus is in contact with hydrogen. So this electrode potential is 0. So E naught cell, that is directly measured by the voltmeter, it is giving us the value of the electrode potential of any metal. I hope am I clear to you? So what happens here, the standard hydrogen electrode with the zero electrode potential is combined with the metal electrode whose electrode potential is to be measured like this. This standard hydrogen electrode as per convention is always taken as anode and is taken on the left hand side. Combined with the metal, that is taken as cathode and that is always taken on the right hand side. In this combination, ultimately we get E naught cell from the voltmeter that is being attached in the external circuit. We get E naught electrode minus E naught standard hydrogen electrode. The value of this is being put, that is minus 0. So whatever is the value of E naught cell is the value of E naught electrode.